see, let's read this real quick. So east boiler pump and heat exchanger cleaning, storage tank replacement, boiler manifold and piping replacement. Are you filming this?
Yeah.
Okay. Recirculation pipe relocation.
Right.
And the following specification of warranties will be included. So, Scott Bateman, say hi to the TSA
Hi.
team.
How you guys doing?
Scott is a really trustworthy vendor. So why don't you walk us through what you're going to be doing with the east boiler pump and the heat exchanger cleaning first.
All right, let's take a look at it.
Okay.
All right, it's going to be hard to see, but that pump underneath the cover over there on the ground, piping. The piping on the outlet side of the pump, which connects to the boiler side, not the piping coming out of the roof, that's going to remain, but it has to connect into what we call the outlet pipe of the boiler, so it goes into the tank. So it circulates and picks up the hot water from the storage tank and circulates it through the building piping. And the manifold piping on the boiler, which is all the boiler piping that connects to the tank manifold piping, is going to be repiped just because it's worn out and thin on the inside of the
So you have the boiler piping and you have the manifold piping.
Manifold piping is the boiler piping.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then your tank piping. And then you're going to put everything back on the existing manifold, correct?
That's right. Yeah. The new tank is going to be custom built.
So that pump there is what you're going to clean.
Yeah. Clean the color up front. The piping to the left, where we're looking at, is going to be changed.
Right, so that's the storage tank, and then you have the storage tank replacement.
Right. Right there. And all the manifold piping between the two boilers.
The water connections at the hot water storage tank, where are those? These are these right here?
Yep.
Will be properly repiped as found, needed to accommodate the new tank using necessary copy all pipe fittings, shut-off valves, piping installation. So it's basically a replacement of all those pipes.
That's right.
A thermal expansion tank will be installed. The new hot water is non-existent. So we
That's
don't
right.
have an expansion tank.
No.
What is an expansion? It's like an overflow?
Very similar to the one on the cooling tower. Yeah, it's just when no one's, and it's going to be hard to get this to happen, but if no one's using hot water in the building and you don't have any hot water leaks anywhere, when these boilers come on, it'll be a closed system and you'll get a pressure increase, and the expansion tank is kind of an absorber of that.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
We'll need to use a crane and a safety, and at conclusion we'll do a safety startup.
Right.
Boiler manifold piping replacement, which you just talked about.
Yeah, it's on this side. All this piping on the inlet outlet of both boilers to where it connects to the tank piping.
Okay, and then the recirculation pipe relocation.
Yeah. Right now, this pipe comes around and connects into the boiler inlet pipe. In other words, the flow of water is going this way, down and into the boiler. And this really needs to be on the outlet pipes of the boiler, so it circulates into the tank and not through the boilers first.
So this is incorrectly done?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, this is wrong. This will be switched to the outlet pipe of the boiler.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bad mistake from the prior.
Yeah, it's not bad, it's just inefficient.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, yeah. It's just you're pumping through a lot more stuff that you don't have to. Plus, when the burner isn't on the boilers, they act as radiators. So if you're pumping hot water through there, you're losing heat out of your hot water.
So we also said that we're going to do an east boiler heat exchanger replacement.
Right.
This one here is going to be replaced.
Yeah. And the reason for that is there might be damage to the heat exchanger because there was reports of noise when the boiler fires up, so there might be some debris or lime scale buildup on the heat exchanger.
Are these the same?
Yeah, this one's staying. This is newer, but this one stays.
Take all the radiators.
This is the one that's operational,
Keep the
right?
radiators in them.
Yeah, it's in the bridge.
Yeah. So actually, the wording on that has to be changed. This is the west boiler. It's going to be.
Okay, so the west.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of downtime for the residents, what are we expecting?
Worst case scenario would be a day and a half.
But you're anticipating a day?
Day.
6 a.m. start?
Yeah, it'll probably be a little later. It'll
Okay.
probably be probably right around 8 o'clock.
And how the HVAC guy is very specific because he has a much larger crane.
Right.
Are you guys more flexible
I'll have
in
to
terms of
check.
days?
Yeah, I think we are. I mean, our guy's pretty much on call. You know, if you give him a 2 days head.
Okay, so why don't we shoot for late January, early
Yeah.
February?
Okay.
Well, let's let him come back to us,
Yeah,
and you give some thought in terms of parking
Sure.
for what you need.
and I'll get back
Okay.
to you on it. Yeah.
All right.
But the nice thing about the boilers that you have is, and I think I told you this, they meet all the clean air standards right
Okay,
now.
great.
So even though they're a few years old, even if you replace them now, you'd be getting the exact same boiler. No difference in efficiency, no difference
The
in
BTUs
cleaning.
thing became a big thing a few
And what are we
years
going
back.
for the
Right.
LEDW rebate on? What was that? What part?
That's Southern California Gas Company.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and you can get a rebate on the hot water controller that we
Okay.
talked about, and that should be in there. In the
Yeah, it is.
proposal. Yeah.
Where's the hot water controller go?
It's going to be mounted in one of the two boilers.
Okay.
So, and what it does, it's an energy saving device when people aren't using hot water, late at night, early
It shuts
mornings.
down. One of our other buildings has that.
Yeah, it lowers
Okay.
the temperature actually. It doesn't
Oh,
completely
really?
shut it off.
I
Yeah.
think one of ours has the circulator pump was on a timer. It would
Timer.
shut down like from
Yeah.
1 a.m. to 4
You
a.m.
know what? There's an old code, the
Uh-huh.
LA plumbing code,
Yeah.
that doesn't allow central equipment to be shut off at all.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, yeah.
I mean, everybody's done it. You know,
Uh-huh.
no inspector
Right.
probably even remembers that code, but it's there. But this controller actually turns down the temperature so
Nice.
you have less heat loss. But the neat thing about it is it tracks hot water use in the building. Tracks it for a week, and most people are on a habit. So the following week, an hour before the use is supposed to hit,
Interesting. It
it turns
readjusts
up the
itself.
temperature
Ah.
to be ready for them.
Wow,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Pretty good circuit.
Yeah.
Okay. Any you guys have any questions?
And you go to give a service to the heater?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the maintenance service, we talked about that
Yeah.
too. It's 3 times a year, every
We'll do
4
it.
months.
And then I'd like it when we're done. I want you to give an overview of what maintenance entails
Sure.
and what documents that the
Yeah.
staff
The other
needs
one
to collect.
Yeah, the heating boiler also,
Yeah.
all 3.
I replaced yesterday all the foreman for that one.
Did you? Okay. Yeah, and that has a lot to do with
Man,
maintenance.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you replace them though, you really, and I don't know if you have the tools to do it, but you need to check the manifold pressure of the gas and the air pressure of the boiler, because that's actually makes them last a lot longer. Plus, clean filters. Underneath
Yeah.
these guys are the filters that need to be cleaned every once in a while. Yeah. But anyways, we'll go over all that.
Okay.
Nice.
So your date is TBD. Let's
Yeah.
hear back from Keith. I'm going to include you on all
Yeah.
the correspondence with
Good,
him, just
good,
so
good.
you're aware of it.
Yeah, yeah.
If
Okay.
I think it's not worth your time, I'll take you off and
Okay.
put you back on because
All
I
right,
don't want to
good.
inundate you.
Yeah.
All right.
That's fine. All right, good.